Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome to my channel. My name is Gobind and this is your channel for grace. Make sure you guys subscribe and also hit that notification bell so you get notified of when I go live and when I upload videos, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up. What we are going to talk about this week is the main event, which is the new moon in Virgo. This new moon in Virgo is going to be actually quite interesting. We are right in the middle of the Mars retrograde, which has been creating tension and slowing things down and making things feel like we have to work extra hard to do just like regular stuff. And this new moon, because it's a Virgo new moon, is really about focusing on the details. It's grounding ourselves. There's a really cool Sabian symbol for it, which I'm going to share in the new moon astrology video, which I recommend you watch that video, which will be coming up later this week, as well as the join us for the new moon in Virgo ceremony, which I do one for every new and full moon. But new moons are about setting intentions. So with this moon, we are setting an intention to really like hunker down, ground ourselves, activate that earth energy, and then let us be in a place of focusing on the details to make sure that we actually stay out of like drama that's not part of our lives and just focus on what we have to do. Now, what we're going to do in this video is go through each of the zodiac signs and pull some cards for you guys, goddess readings or angel readings, whatever you want to call it. And what I'm going to tell you what house this moon is happening in your chart based off of your sun, moon, and rising. But I recommend that you watch the astrology video to make sure that you get the whole picture. What I do want to focus on in this video is what the energies are for you, what the universe wants you to know, what the goddesses want you to know, the animal spirit guides, what kind of energies you're going to be dealing with, and what is, the recommendation for you. What do your spirit guides, angels, and teachers want to tell you? And we're going to get right into that in a moment. I do want to also share with you that if you have not signed up for my email list, make sure that you do so, because I do send out a weekly moon magic report where I give you basically the astrological forecast for the week. And I focus on the sign of that the moon is in and the phase that it's in, because it affects us emotionally, and the moon kind of goes through these really beautiful ups and downs, and we are intensely affected by that. So the focus is on the moon, so I call it the Moon Magic Report, but it is an awesome astrological forecast for the week. I also have a free moon astrology guide that I definitely want you guys to download, telling you what your psychic gifts are based off of your moon sign. And I have the podcast, Channel for Grace Uncut Podcast. The link to all of this stuff is in the description of this video. And the most exciting announcement is that I am officially putting out Module 4 of the Aquarian Astrology course. We're going to talk about Mercury, the planet Mercury. And the cool thing is that with the planet Mercury, we are officially embarking on the journey of the planets that start to retrograde or have retrogrades, which is something that we haven't talked about yet in modules 1, 2, or 3. So far, we've got the basics of astrology in module 1, the sun in module 2, and the moon in module 3. So we've talked about eclipses and the sun and the moon and the relationship between, the seasons of the earth and all of that. But now we start getting to the planets and how they start kind of revolving around the astrological chart and affecting us here on earth, which is the center of the chart. So I'm excited to cover Mercury, to talk about what it means in astrology. So if you're curious about learning astrology and you want to dive into this journey with us, we are going to go live in a Zoom webinar on August 26th. I believe it's going to be at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, but don't quote me on that. Just check the website to get the exact time and the exact dates. But that is going to be happening in just a couple of weeks. So excited about that. And I hope that you join us on that journey. And if you haven't even seen the previous modules, I recommend that you check them out, especially module 1, which is the basics or the fundamentals of astrology. All right, you guys, let us get into these readings. All right, you guys, we're going to start with Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We'll pull those three cards. 3 goddess cards and accompanying cards for those energies. So this is sort of like the energy that's leading up to the moon, the energies during, you know, the moon, and then also the culmination energy or the after effect that this moon will have in your life. The first goddess that you get is Green Tara. I love Green Tara. She's from the Buddhist tradition. She has a very strong manifestation energy. She's connected to the solar plexus chakra, so she's the embodiment of enlightened action. She is accompanied by the mystery card, which is really cool. There's also the sign of Libra here. Ariadne is the second goddess that you get, and she's accompanied by Truth. She's the mistress of the labyrinth, and the mother of the universe, Kali, is connected to the spider. So let's talk about Green Tara. What this tells me is that this moon for you is action oriented. You're searching for how to manifest your dreams into reality, how to make things happen, how to take action. Now remember, Mars is in your sign and he has just gone retrograde. So you're probably feeling very kind of sluggish right now because this Mars retrograde is transiting your first house of the self. So it affects you and your ability to feel fully free and fully open and fully able to do all the things that you want to do. But Green Tara is here telling you like your focus needs to be on enlightened action, not necessarily on like the things in life that don't really matter, but the things that truly matter are action towards your divine self or your divine essence. And you do get the mystery card that is accompanying this goddess. So the great mystery is, even though you don't know the answers to the universe, you know that there is more to this than meets the eye. You understand at a very deep level that there is something bigger, and it is beautiful and it's amazing, and it gives you that hope that you're looking for. So leading up to this moon, you are connecting at a higher frequency, a higher consciousness, and it's happening in your sixth house of work and being in the present moment. So it's really connecting you to the right here and the right now. Now Ariadne, she's the mistress of the labyrinth, and then she's all about listening, like deeply listening to the voice of the soul, and knowing that the only way through whatever kind of crazy energies are going on right now is to actually go directly through. And she's accompanied by the card of Truth. So the way to get to where you want to go is to face the truth. The universe is asking you to face the truth about something you may not have been ready for, but the truth will set you free. And that's the phrase that comes out. Now Kali, she is the Hindu goddess. She's known as the mother of the universe, but she is also about letting go and releasing. This picture kind of says it all. She wears a necklace of skulls, and it's like she chops off heads because like she's that much of a badass. So you need to activate your inner Kali right now. Like there's strength that needs to come from within that you need to like seriously activate right now, because what's required of us right now is more strength than we've ever needed before in our lives. And it feels like we're going into battle, and that kind of Mars in Aries energy does feel very battle. You know, we're going to war. We're gonna defeat the enemy, or you know, Mars is kind of like the underdog sometimes, and he wants to win and he wants to succeed and basically get his way. But we're feeling a lot of pressures from life right now. So that Kali energy is like, it's going to feel like you have to bring it your all, but that's exactly what you need to do. And that's what this moon is going to help you see. It's going to help you see the truth. It's going to help you connect to a more enlightened way of taking action, which Aries is all about action. Mars in Aries is all about action, but retrograde, that kind of gets slowed down. And then it's going to help you understand that only through very deep, like coming up from deep within, these emotions that come up from deep within, you have to use them to like help launch you forward. And that's going to be where you find your strength. to get through this Mars retrograde. And the spider is about connecting the dots. It is also about creative projects. It's like it's creating the web of life, but it's also reminding you that, you know, as you create your web, you connect to like everything else. It brings it back to like this universal or cosmic energy that's awakening in you during this time. So good luck, Aries. Make sure to check out that new moon astrology video to find out more information about what it means for this new moon to be happening in your 6th house. All right, Taurus, sun, moon, and rising. What are the energies that are affecting you leading up to this moon, the day of the moon, and then the after effect of the moon? This moon for you, Taurus, is happening in your 5th house. And that's the house of your creative energy. It's also the house of romance. It's also the house of, let's get one more card, please. It's also the house of children. So all of these areas of your life are going to be affected by the energies of this moon. So far, we've pulled Mary Magdalene. She's a very prophetic energy. She brings, you know, prophecy. She's also a very powerful teacher. She is accompanied by the card of burden, and so that tells me that you know, sometimes when you're put in a position of being like a light worker or a starseed or bringing more light to the world, what can happen is whoa, that was crazy. It feels like a burden. And so there's part of that you're feeling right now about your life, about the position that you're being put in. And I don't think that there's anything wrong. I just feel like you're feeling the heaviness of it. It's almost like you are in this position of responsibility with Mary Magdalene, and it feels, because of that, it feels like a burden right now is kind of weighing heavily on you. You also get Catherine Labor. Oh God, I'm killing these names. But she's the patroness of miraculous healing. So whatever, you know, right now this moon is saying, this is your opportunity to heal. Significantly enough, the Virgo rules the 6th house of health and the body. And she's accompanied by the card of love. So what this tells me is love is going to help you heal this, like connecting to your heart center, connecting to your body, taking care of your body, mind, and spirit, being in the present moment, and accepting your mission, accepting your purpose is going to help heal. Like being in full love, activating Christ consciousness in your life, the heart center, the heart chakra opening up is what's actually going to help you heal this feeling like life right now feels like a burden instead of a gift. You also get Enneaduana. She is the high priestess, so she's the one that connects with her soul, and she also has that legacy of love. So the high priestess is here, which means that you need to pay attention to your intuitive hits. You're going to receive a lot of intuitive hits during this new moon. These are going to give you insight into how to navigate through the energies. You also get the Queen, which are the energies of the woman, fertility, the feminine power, sexuality, friendships. But the Queen it's kind of like the Empress. Honestly, this reminds me of the Taurus energy, because the Taurus card is the Empress in the major arcana, and the Queen has that energy. It's like she knows what she wants. She's very comfortable in her own skin. She's very grounded. You can see the energy, you know, in this card. So this is what you have to embody. You have to trust that, like, okay, there is a lot of pressure and there is a lot of responsibility that you have to navigate through right now, but it's because you have the power and the capabilities of being in that position, and not just anybody can be in that position of the Queen or the Mary Magdalene, which is like the prophecies come through you, the messages come through you. Not everybody can hold that kind of space. These are very powerful energies here, like sacred feminine energies, it's Mary Magdalene. She's a very important role in the history of the world, of humanity. The high priestess, right? She's in her power, and the queen is in her power. All of these women are in their power. So you need to be in your power right now. So that's how you're gonna heal whatever is coming up for you. That's how you're going to feel like the burden is lifting, is by being in a place of love and understanding where your strength lies. So good luck. Make sure to watch the astrology video to get more information about what it means that this moon is going to be transiting your 5th house of creativity. And I'll see you guys for the new moon ceremony. All right, Gemini, sun, moon, and rising. Let's see what this moon wants to tell you. Teresa of Avila. I freaking love that card. This moon is actually happening in your 4th house of the home. Virgo in your 4th house. There's new beginnings that are going to change the way you experience daily life. Let's just say that. Lalita is the 2nd goddess that you get, and the 3rd one is Hestia. Wow, these are quite powerful cards, goddesses. Let's see who's accompanying these energies, and we'll get a more clarification on this message. The Frog, all about emotions and emotional healing in the 4th house. Remember, that's things that are very kind of close to home, that sometimes are very, they're filled with, there's a lot of heaviness to this. So let's get 2 more cards for Gemini. What does Gemini need to know? How can we clarify this information? The Novice. Okay, so you're doing something that's new that you haven't ever done. And then the Queen comes up again, just came up for Taurus. So Teresa of Avila. Okay, see, this is intense. This card is intense. She's Our Lady of the Interior Life. So she wrote this book called The Interior Castle. She is from Spain. And during the time that she was alive, she was receiving these major downloads, right? This tells me that you are somebody that can receive this powerful downloads, and you give them back to the world through your work. And Geminis have this very powerful ability to speak and write and get creative and use words in a very creative way, or all methods of like technology, videos, even music, podcastings, writing of any kind, poetry, like all kind books, reading, all those things, like that is kind of like your realm of comfort, and you love those things. You love to study, you love to read, you love to discover new information. Well, Teresa of Avila would receive this powerful download and write about it, and she was basically receiving information about the soul and how soul works. In this image, what I'm seeing is like her power lies in the word. And I'll show you this again. I don't know if you can tell, but she holds a feather in her hand. And what I remember from Native American ceremonies, and what I learned from Native American ceremonies, is that the feathers are like antennas to the beyond. The feathers from the birds that were once alive, if you think about where they come from, feathers come from the birds, and at one point those feathers were flying high in the sky. So if you have a feather from a bird that is, for example, a bird that does fly really high, like let's say the eagle, right? If you had an eagle feather, it would be a very auspicious and powerful connection to the realm of God, a connection to God, directly to God, because the eagle flies to the sun, and the eagle is the closest to God, and which the sun represents, basically, the soul. So there's a very intense, I feel like, message coming through for you, healing coming through, and you need to get ready to, like, oh, whoa, that was a bee, sorry. You need to get ready. It's like, vroom, like, yeah, like that. That's how fast it's going to happen. But you have to get ready to share the message. But there's a lot that's going to come up emotionally for you during this time with this moon, because the frog, the frog is the accompaniment of Teresa of Avila. So as you discover these intense energies that connect you, deeply to your soul space, what's going to happen too is that emotions are going to come up and you're going to have to process. So I recommend journaling. I recommend being, grounded enough so that you can write it down, so that you can express it, so that you can create it. All those things are very important. That's the energies that you're feeling right now coming up. Now you get Lalita, which she's the red goddess. She's about playfulness as a spiritual power. I love that. That's so Gemini. And laughter leads her back to the light. So this is telling you that you need to not take things so seriously right now, or you do need to take. That's funny. You do need to take things seriously, but you don't need to take them seriously enough that you forget to play and you forget to have fun. You need to remember to have fun, Gemini. And you also get the novice card, which accompanies this red goddess. And this is an innocence, right? This is the beginner. This is also ignorance, but it's something new. It's exciting. It's the Fool card. It's curiosity. That is the energy that this moon is going to activate for you. An innocent curiosity that makes you want to experience more, explore more. Those are the energies that are coming up. Now you get Hestia as well, and she's the kind of the culminating energy. She's the goddess of sanctuary. So she says, no matter where I am home. So perfect that this moon is actually happening in your 4th house of the home. Wow. Let's just give that one a moment. Well, the most sacred sanctuary is found within me. Oh, wow. I love that. So let me show you the card because it's actually really beautiful. But this is telling you that home is where the heart is. Interestingly enough, Teresa of Avila wrote about the soul. The interior castle was basically the download that she got was that the soul has these 7 mansions, and you can explore these 7 mansions, but it's all about home is where the heart is, and the heart is the soul, is the connection to the soul. So you got to activate this queen energy. Be strong, be in your power. You activate the sexual energy to the sexuality, the playfulness that always is the creative flow that you need to express yourself. But this is definitely a time for you to express yourself very, very powerfully. I feel like there's something really beautiful is going to come through. So make sure that you're ready to process, to write it down, to share it. Don't forget to have fun, and know that no matter where you are home. Good luck, Gemini. Make sure to check out the astrology video to find out more information about what it means for this moon to be happening in your 4th house of the home. And I will see you guys again next time. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What do we got for you? Fatima, the mother of Imams. Love is my lineage, and gratitude is my religion. Wow. And all the animals are expressing themselves right now. I don't know if you guys can hear them. There's horses and dogs barking. I'm in this really beautiful place in Washington, actually. In the Olympic Peninsula. The cosmic egg. Wow. The actual sacred divine feminine energy. Something is brewing, because the egg represents like a growth, not like a growth, but like it represents like the energy of growth. And then, wow. Okay, Cancer, your reading is powerful. Then you get Isis. Fatima, the cosmic egg, and Isis, the goddess of magic. So the goblin is, it's hilarious. The goblin is accompanying Fatima. Let's see what other 2 cards can clarify these 2 energies of the cosmic egg and Isis. Dang, I just feel like, whoa. Something is about to be born. A very powerful thing. Partnership. accompanies the cosmic egg, and birth and rebirth accompanies Isis. So let's show you the cards. So here's Fatima, all about gratitude, and the goblin. Wow, the wounded human ego. You know, it's interesting. I think at this point right now, you may be dealing with feeling wounded, right? There's something is wounded inside. It doesn't feel good. That woundedness, that wounded heart, this is so Cancer, right? That wounded heart is making it so that it's kind of, it's difficult for you to be in that place of gratitude. So here's the thing, here's the message that comes after these two cards that says, this is all for a very powerful reason. Because you get the cosmic egg, which is, you know, it's about you holding that divine universe within you. It's about you being the force of that ever-expanding love, but it's also about something being born. Born or reborn. And it's accompanied by the partnership card. So I see a new relationship. I see an awakening of a relationship that you are already in, an integration of the relationship that you're already in. This is like soulmate activation, very powerful. And then goddess comes, Isis comes in, and she brings in the magic, and she says the sexual energy is sacred, and her pleasure is a prayer that brings her back to life. Isis is telling you to be in your full sexual power, and the energy of birth and rebirth are here as well. So this is for, you know, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising, but it also has to do with your relationships, and it has to do with a specific relationship that you feel like you've been kind of wounded, or at least your heart has been wounded in some way, shape, or form. You are activating a powerful energy as well, and this energy is creating something new. Something is going to be born, something is going to come alive, where you will actually feel like you're in your full power. There's a flow here. It's like, you know, there's a lineage that is sort of, there's an energy that's kind of coming up behind you that is creating the momentum for something to be birthed, and after that official birth is that pure, you know, power, goddess magic, goddess Isis energy. So you are, what I see is that this moon is helping you step into your power more fully, go through a rebirth, and it will affect your relationships in general. This moon is actually happening in your third house of communication, so it's going to be a very important time for you to focus on clear communication, to get the point across, to get your message across, to get whatever you want to say across to the people that you love in your life, because this is going to be a very powerful process that you're going to go through in terms of relationships. At least that's what the cards are telling you. So good luck, Cancer. Make sure to watch the astrology videos so you get more information about what it means for this new moon to be transiting your third house of communication, and I will see you guys again next time. All right, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see what we got for you. Sarah La Kali is the first goddess that comes out. Isis also comes out. Isis is about she's the high priestess. She's also an activation of the sexual energy, and you also get white buffalo calf woman. Wow. So let's get some clarification on these three goddesses. The serpent, wow, is accompanying Sarah La Kali. We've got the trust card accompanying goddess Isis, and we've got the wasp accompanying white buffalo calf woman. Okay. This is kind of an interesting message. So if we start with Sarah La Kali, she's the queen of the outsiders. But she says, I have arrived. I am where I will always be, in love. But there's a message here. It's like, okay, the queen of the outsiders. Maybe you feel like you are kind of on the outside right now. Maybe you feel like you're not understanding quite what's going on. Maybe you feel like you're being kept at arm's length, and of a relationship or of a situation, or information's not coming in. You feel like an outsider right now in some way. But the serpent is here accompanying this goddess, because the serpent says that the knowledge will come and the healing will come. And they will come with this moon. So you are not going to feel like an outsider for very much longer. Now, Goddess Isis brings in magic and sexual energy. And the energy of trust accompanies Goddess Isis. So your job during this new moon is to trust that you have the power, that you have the magic to create and manifest anything that you really want in your life. Now, White Buffalo Calf Woman is also here, and she is all about the prophecies that come through. She also excuse me, I'm just going to leave that in the video. But she's all about the prophecies coming through. And speaking of a time in the future of humanity, which the time is now, basically. But speaking of the time of the future of humanity, where beings will come to the earth, and these beings will have that knowledge that she kind of carries within her, which is the knowledge of the prophecies of the universe and the prophecies of the sacred way, and living life in a sacred way, connecting with Mother Earth and nature. And so this is the compass. This is the compass that's activating for you, that is making sure that you know, okay, which direction am I really going? Is this working? Is this not working? If you feel like an outsider in some area of your life, then maybe there's a different way to point yourself towards, or maybe there's a different energy that you have to point yourself towards in order to really connect to the sacredness of, your own path, to connect to your path in a sacred way. The Wasp is here, however, and this is interesting because the Wasp is about anger. It's also about retaliation and also jealousy. So there are some energies here that are toxic with the Wasp, and also with the Serpent. Both of these energies are energies that are, they're kind of like lower vibrational frequency energies. And because of that, it creates tension in your life. Now, this kind of sounds like this Mars retrograde is creating a little bit of anger energy, because Mars in Aries is about anger. So it's like anger is coming up for you at you feeling, especially with the Kali card, at you feeling like you're some kind of outsider that is not able to sort of penetrate into where you want to go, where you want to be. Maybe you're being pushed out. Maybe you're being told that, like, please stay away. None of that feels good. But the important thing here is that you have to find your own way of dealing, of walking the sacred path. You have to find your own way, because if there's toxic energy present, and when you try to move in that direction, it just doesn't feel good, it doesn't, it doesn't last, then you need to walk away from that, because that is not going to help the situation. Anger is not going to help the situation. Jealousy, no. Retaliation, no. None of those things are going to help the situation. What you need to remember is your own power, and you need to walk your own sacred path. And White Buffalo Calf Woman is here to tell you that. You need to trust, the card of trust, and you need to walk the sacred path, not the non-sacred path of toxic and codependence and all that stuff. Once you activate your own sacred path and you trust your path, all of that energy will switch. It will change, because you will no longer feel like you're an outsider, because you'll be on your path. And that's what you need to worry, or not worry. That's what this moon is going to bring for you, Leo. So make sure you watch the astrology video so you understand a little bit more about what it means for this moon to be transiting your second house of finances and values, the things that you value. And I will see you again next time. All right, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see what the message is for you for this new moon in Virgo, in your first house, transiting your first house of the self, your self-identity. The first card that comes out is the High Priestess, Eneduana. And Second card is Sarada Devi, the Divine Mother. So these are the energies that are sort of kind of working through you right now. And we're going to ask for some clarification with the Avalon cards. So Eneduana, the High Priestess, is accompanied by the card of Truth. Sarada Devi is accompanied by, her message is unconditional love exists within me. She's accompanied by the spider, which is a powerful totem, animal totem, connecting you to, you know, cosmic energies, the web of life. And then Parvati comes with the card of focus. So we've got the High Priestess. So this moon is about you stepping into powerful intuitive abilities that are going to be coming up, awakening, whatever you want to call it, connecting you to your soul. She is, the High Priestess is the one that receives messages. She's like at her best. She's in her power. And Virgo, this is you stepping into your power and stepping into truth as well. Now, where this energy is going to kind of evolve to is unconditional love that you feel emanating from you. And also the connection. So you're going to feel a deep connection to the whole universe. You're going to feel a deep connection to other light workers and starseeds and people that are on the sacred path, on the journey of healing, or on the journey of understanding that, you know, that we are all one. That is the energy that I feel here. And so what Sarada Devi says is the presence of love is the absence of judgment. So if you feel like you're judging, if you feel like you're being judged, what will remove all of that negative energy is love, the essence of love. And Parvati is sort of like the culminating energy of this moon for you, and she's the goddess of devotion. And I love that because Virgo is very much a devotional energy. Virgo loves to be of service to the world. So this moon is asking you to like step up your game in the realm of like service, but do it in a way that it feels right for you, that it feels like this is your truth, that it feels like you're supposed to be doing this, right? The spider is like, there's a bigger plan. There's a bigger cosmic plan, and you are part of that plan. So you need to activate that plan by being in your power, but by doing it so that you are in devotion to that energy. And that's what Parvati is all about. And so she brings in, she's accompanied by the card of focus. So you need to focus right now. There's a big task ahead for you, and it has to do with you like fully being in your path, fully being in your glory, fully being on that sacred path, but being in your own power and being of service, but understanding why you are of service in the first place, because that has to come from a place of devotion. So good luck, Virgo. Make sure to watch the astrology videos so you understand a little bit more what it means to have this new moon happening or transiting your first house of the self. And also, I will see you again next time. All right, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What are the energies that are affecting you right now with this moon? You get Teresa of Avila, just like Gemini did. Wow, beautiful, powerful download coming through. Your soul wanting to express itself through you. Knowledge coming through for you. The second goddess is Freya. She's the goddess of discernment. So, wow, like figuring out if what's coming through for you is actually is the truth for you. And then the last card is Mai Bago, and she's the warrior spirit or warrior saint. And so that brings up, to me, this Mars and Aries energy and the Mars retrograde that we are experiencing right now. You also get the eagle, which is amazing energies, as well as, let's see who is accompanying. The eagle is accompanying Freya. The queen, the eagle is accompanying Teresa of Avila. The queen is accompanying Freya. And the card of communication is accompanying Mai Bago. So Let's talk about these two energies first. So the Eagle and Teresa of Avila. There's something powerful about both of these cards point towards it's like there's a very deep, powerful connection to spirit, or deep, powerful connection to God, or God energy, God's source energy, the divine essence, the cosmic energy, whatever you want to call it. But the eagle in Native American culture, it flies to the sun. And in that flying to the sun, it gets the closest to God that it can. And Teresa of Avila also carries that essence with her message, because she's the one that received, she channeled a whole book about the soul, and how basically we are divine in ourselves. Our soul is divine. And in her time, that was like not allowed, because she was a nun. And first of all, like, you know, women back then didn't, you know, they didn't come up with amazing works of art or whatever, or, you know, books or written, you know, project, anything like that, because, you know, they were women, as shitty as that is. But basically, she did channel this amazing work, and she wrote a book about it. It's called The Interior Castle. I don't know why this has been coming up a lot lately. This is the second time that this card comes up in these readings. But I feel like there's powerful connection here for you. You're connecting to your God, your source energy through this full moon, through this new moon. It's just kind of activating within you. Now, Freya, the goddess of discernment, your connection to God, your connection to source energy, to God's source, is giving you the ability to discern, just like the queen, to tell like what's for you, what's not for you, what works, what doesn't work, which direction should I go? Is this going to work, or is that going to work better? Which path am I taking in life? It includes people, because you're the sign of Libra. And so Libra is all about relationships. And so it includes you, you know, choosing the right people to have in your life. But also there's this strength that's coming through. It's almost like you're having to step into this kind of warrior-like energy. And remember that the Mars retrograde is happening in your 7th house of relationships. And so this is bringing up a lot in your house of relationships, and that's a big deal. This moon is happening in your 12th house of the subconscious mind. And so what it means is that there's a lot of things coming up to the surface that you didn't necessarily know was there or existed, and that can bring a lot of fears up as well. And so you have to activate your warrior essence. You have to be that warrior of love. And this is my Bago. She is that warrior. She is that essence. Communication is going to be the key for you to get through the energies of this week and the energy of this moon. But be in your power, be in your essence, connect to that God source energy. Let that eagle take you straight to the divine. Good luck, Libra. Make sure to watch the astrology videos so you understand a little bit more about what it means for this new moon to be transiting your 12th house of the home. And I will see you guys next time. Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. Let's see what goddess cards come up for you. Our Lady of Guadalupe is the first one. I absolutely adore this card. It's actually the first time that I've pulled it. This is a new deck for me, and I've been using it lately, and I just love it. I don't even know what deck it is. It's like Divine Goddess deck or something like that. Perpetua is the second energy that's coming through. She's the second goddess, and Amaterasu is the third. We're going to ask for some clarification and see what energies, what can clarify the... Hey, we're in nature. Bugs landing on you. Bugs are landing on us. Okay, so the Wind Fairy. Ooh, I like that. She's accompanying Our Lady of Guadalupe. You've got, the Fire Fairy. Whoa, accompanying Perpetua, and then the Queen accompanying Amaterasu. So let's show you these cards because they're so beautiful. Our Lady of Guadalupe, she's actually the Empress of Protection. Protection. Don't you just love her? And the Wind Fairy is thoughts, words, intellectual analysis. This is a protection. So like, you need to protect your intellect. You need to protect your ideas. You need to protect the words. You need to like protect yourself right now. Protect your mind, your consciousness. If you've got something that's kind of brewing that you're really excited about, creating, it's very important that you protect it. Like, make sure that you're not just like giving it out or telling people when you shouldn't be telling. Interesting, because Scorpio is like kind of about, secrets and keeping things mysterious. And this is like, okay, there's something about your mind, your consciousness, the essence of you in a way that needs to be protected. And so Guadalupe is here to bring you that protection. Now, Perpetua is the saint of authenticity. So this brings you into the realm of truth and being your authentic self. You need to be true to yourself right now more than anything else. And the fire fairy is about creative action and optimism. So if there's something that you want to create, if there's something that you want to manifest, this is the fire element, you need to do it. And you need to honor that creativity, and you need to honor those desires in yourself, because this moon is bringing this up for you and wanting you to actually move forward with these things. And Amaterasu is the goddess of light, just asking you to connect to your inner light, asking you to connect to your soul, asking you to step into your power. She says we are all sacred mirrors reflecting back the same light. So there's a connection between, everyone in this world, all the souls, all the beings on this planet. But for you right now, that you really need to be in your power, with the Queen energy as well here. You need to be in your power, because there's something beautiful that you have to share with the world. And it's not fully ready to be shared, but it is kind of brewing. And that's what I feel from the energy of these cards. It's like there's something powerful that you are bringing to the table. And so in terms of your mind and your ideas and your creative juices, they're flowing. But, give yourself enough time to make sure that you're ready to share what it is you want to share with the world, and know that you're being protected right now. And you're being held in that sacred space. So keep creating. This moon is actually transiting your 11th house of friends. So networks, friendships, how you actually share your gifts with the world. Maybe you have a gift, something that you want to share with the world that's like, oh my God, I'm really excited about this, and I'm ready to kind of launch this idea out there. But make sure that you take the precautions to know that you will be protected, right? Intellectually, like copyright stuff, things like that. Those kind of energies are coming up for me, because this is your mind. So this is another message here. Don't let other people pierce your thoughts. Don't let other people, don't just fall for whatever anybody else is saying. Make sure that you're looking for your own truth, and that you're being true to yourself, and that you're letting your true self shine through. I think that's a very powerful message that's coming through for you, Scorpio. So I wish you luck with this moon. Make sure to watch the astrology videos so you get more information about what it means for this moon to be transiting your 11th house of friends and sharing your gifts with the world. And I will see you next time. Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising. Anandamayi Ma is the first goddess that comes out for you, message for you for this moon. She's all about understanding that you are your own guru. And the second goddess you get is Rabia, the queen of saintly women, of being of service. And Lala, the saint of spoken words. You get the butterfly accompanying Anandamayi Ma. She's the joy-permeated mother who is going to accompany Rabia, the truth, and Lala, the cat. So let's show you these cards. You have to, okay, so this first card, Ananda Mahima, is like, you need to trust your own intuition. You need to trust your own self. You need to know that you have the answers that you need within yourself to do everything that you need to do. Right now you're going through a very powerful transformation, because the butterfly comes out when we are at the phase of transformation that is like, okay, the culmination energy. Although this new moon is an initiation of some sort, it's always about setting intentions. For you, this is sort of like there's an awakening, or you're reaching a point where you are feeling like the essence of the transformation that you've been going through. The butterfly is also about beauty and seeing the beauty in the world. But this is about you realizing this transformation that you've been going through is getting you to a point where you're like, okay, I know who I am. And it's sort of like a self-identity thing. This moon is actually transiting your 10th house of career. So this happens in the realm of career for you. Rabia is the queen of saintly women, and she's about service of divine love, and moving the way that love asks you to move, and she's connecting to the truth. So this is saying you need to go with the flow right now. You need to go in the direction that your heart wants you to go. You need to listen deeply to the voice of your soul, your heart, to guide you forward in life. But it's guiding you towards joy. So that's the way to gauge, am I going the right direction? If you're moving towards joy, if the things that you're doing in your life bring you joy, then you're going in the right direction. Lala, the saint of spoken words, is about using the power of word as a prayer, and understanding that you are the author of your own story, and whatever words you speak out, this is very much law of attraction card. Whatever you speak out, you will manifest in your life. Let me show you the card. It's a really beautiful card. And she comes out with the cat, which is an independent energy, but also about setting healthy boundaries. So you need to set healthy boundaries for yourself as you are, rising up, as you're becoming this butterfly, as you're stepping into your power, as you're understanding your own guru. This is important for you right now. Also because Virgo is the energy of magic and manifesting magic in the world. Your words are really powerful right now. Be careful what you say. Be careful what you wish for. And when you speak, you are wishing. You are making wishes. And we don't remember that. But you are manifesting through your words. So you need to be very connected to, or at least focused on using words that will only manifest, or will only make wishes that are really powerful and beautiful for you to experience, and they all have to do with your truth. So good luck, Sagittarius. Make sure to watch the astrology video so that you get more information about what it means for the moon to be transiting your 10th house of career, and I will see you guys next time. Capricorn, sun, moon, and rising. Let's see what this full moon message is for you. We're going to pull 3 goddess cards and then 3 cards that will be accompanying those cards. We've got Saraswati, the goddess of self-knowledge. The essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. I like that for you, Capricorn, because you've been dealing with a lot this year with the Capricorn transits, the Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto in Capricorn, and their great conjunctions, and your cards are kind of like all over the place right now. Bridget comes out next. She's the goddess of the eternal flame. She says, I am the eternal flame, and each day my light grows bigger. And you get also Our Lady of Guadalupe, which came out for Scorpio as well, which is all about protection. So let's get some clarification on these cards. Who is accompanying Saraswati, the goddess of self-knowledge for Capricorn? It is the protection card. Wow, okay, a lot of protection. You have to set some really... Oh, the death card comes with Bridget, and... Whoa, this is kind of intense, Capricorn. And the king. Okay, here we go. Saraswati. There's a deep knowledge that's coming through with this moon for you. And the knowledge, sort of like the well of knowledge, is something so powerful. And knowledge itself is so powerful that it's going to help you understand how you can protect yourself better during this time. A lot of information coming in. Bridget, the goddess of the eternal flame, is about understanding that you have within you this intense, powerful ability to create and manifest everything that you want to. Now, she is about the eternal flame, which brings in the energy of fire, right? And she says that each day her light grows bigger, which means what? More fire, more transformation. And the death card brings up this Pluto energy, which is like, okay, the fire of transformation is here because you are transforming and you are changing at a very deep level. This is you, your self-identity, your self-esteem, your image, your personality. Capricorns are going through a very kind of challenging time, but as your light gets bigger, the more fire, the more transformation that is happening for you right now. And so you need a lot of protection. I feel like there's a lot kind of happening. This moon is actually transiting your 9th house of spiritual integration. So this is it's a new beginning in the realm of your belief systems, your desire to explore the world too. Integrating knowledge, right? The knowledge that's coming through Saraswati, you're integrating a lot. Like a lot's coming in, you're processing a lot and you're integrating it. And it is actually helping you to understand your path. You might be finding some new faith in yourself. You might be finding a new belief system, something new. Or you might just be integrating what has already been coming up for you. So protection is really important. And then the king, with Our Lady of Guadalupe, it says like, okay, you need to create some good boundaries around you. You need to, find protection. And there may be someone in your life, could be a man, somebody who represents this king energy that has authority, that's, balanced male sexual energy, and things pertaining to law and justice. Maybe you're dealing with some kind of law and justice order, court case, anything like that. So you're going to need a lot of protection right now because you're going through a very powerful transformation and you need to give yourself enough time to process everything that's going on. If you're just reacting to situations, that is not going to help anyone at all. We're all being tested right now. But there's so much change and such, like the universe is asking you to change on so many deep levels that it's very difficult. So if you create this shield of protection around you, if you believe that, Our Lady of Guadalupe is here, like protecting you, then as we move through this, beautiful new moon in Virgo, transiting your 9th house of spiritual integration, you're going to understand something at a deeper level that you haven't yet understood before. And that's what this moon is bringing for you. Make sure that you also check out the astrology video so you understand a little bit more about what it means for the moon to be transiting your 9th house. And I will see you guys next time. All right, Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising. Let's pull some goddess cards for you and see what this new moon wants to tell you. Sappho is the first card you get. She is the poetess. Oh, I feel like this is about expressing yourself through poetry, through creativity. Loving is about loving yourself too. Her mantra is, I love every inch of my body and I love the women in my life fiercely. The Black Madonna comes out as well, Our Lady of the Hermits and Rabia. Some of these goddesses are coming out for a lot of these signs. So if you're watching your sun, moon, and rising sign and these cards keep coming up, know that that's a very a powerful message coming through for you. So let's get some clarification. We got the bee with Sappho. We got the spider with the Black Madonna. And with Rabia, which is the queen of saintly women, of being in divine service, we have the card of movement. So, the first set of cards is Sappho, the poetess, and the bee. And what this says to me is, when I think of the bee, I think of community, working together with people. This moon is transiting your 8th house of death and change and transformation, so it will activate a new journey of transformation for you. But you need to learn to, or you need to allow yourself to really express internally your own gifts and your own ability to express yourself through song, through poetry, through spoken word, through your whatever creative sort of aspect you have, you need to activate that. And you need to know that as you do that, you are actually connecting with everything else, everybody else that is also doing their work, that is also expressing themselves through poetry or creative sort of, what's the word? I don't even know. Creative formats. That sounds crazy. The Black Madonna, Our Lady of the Hermit. So Virgo, remember, Virgo is the hermit. So the hermit is like, okay, it wants you to go inside and it wants you to kind of hide for a little bit and figure your stuff out and take some time for yourself. And so what she does is she transforms pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. And she's bringing you a deeper understanding, a more cosmic, universal understanding with the spider, because the spider is about connecting the dots. So you're learning to understand why what's happening is happening in your life. Why are you feeling this urge to express yourself? Why are you feeling these energies coming up? And the last two sets of cards are the Rabia, the Queen of Saintly Women, of being divine service, and then the card of movement. So what this says is you gotta keep moving forward, or you have to start moving forward. If you haven't yet started moving forward, this is the time to do it. Set your intention. What do you want to create in your life? What do you want to attract in your life? You know, this is 8th house energies. So it's like, what are you ready to, to let go of too? The 8th house is about release and letting go. There's some kind of pain and suffering that's coming up, and you're learning why it's happening. And so if you express yourself through creative, here we go again, through creative aspects, oh my God, this is crazy. Through just creative ways, then you will process those things a lot easier, and you'll understand, you know, at a deeper level, like, why is this happening? And you'll know that you're not alone in going through this process of healing, because a lot is coming up for you that is testing you, making you feel like, I'm not really sure if I'm in the right place or doing the right thing or all that kind of stuff. Oh my God. Not even joking. Deer. There's 3 deer that are passing by right now for you. That's for you, Aquarius. They are so sweet. The dogs were barking at them. Oh, okay, so let's talk about the deer, because they're passing through, and that's your message. The deer is being in grace, being graceful. So this is a time for you to be in grace, to be gentle with yourself. Wow. And the deer were moving. They were in movement. And you did get the movement card. They're on the go. They're not staying. They're gone now. But they're moving. So keep moving. Be in your grace. Feel and go through, you know, whatever it is that is coming up for you. I'm in like the middle of the forest hearing all these noises. But be in your sacred space. Be in your divinity. And that will guide you through these times. But good luck with this moon, Aquarius. Make sure to watch the astrology videos so you understand a little bit more about why the 8th house, you know, transit means for you. And I will see you next time. Pisces, sun, moon, and rising. Let's see what the message for this moon is for you. Rita of Cassia is the first card. She's the patroness of impossible causes. Ooh, miracles. This moon is also transiting your 7th house of relationships. Queen Esther, the morning star, right? Setting wishes, hopes and dreams. What is the 3rd goddess that's coming through for Pisces? What does Pisces, Aries, or Pisces, sun, moon, and rising have to know right now? And Lalita is the 3rd one. She's the red goddess, playfulness and laughter. Who's accompanying Rita? We've got the Queen accompanying Queen Esther. We've got the Partnership card. And accompanying Nalita, we've got Restriction. Okay. So right now you're experiencing a very powerful there's an understanding coming through. You're in your power, and you feel like you're in your power. You feel like you can create miracles. You are that, that the Pisces is like the infinite is alive, you can kind of tap into that energy. And you bring that forth to the world. So what I feel like this moon is doing is activating your hopes and your dreams about the future, especially because the morning star comes out and the card of Partnership. So hopes and dreams in regards to your relationships, in regards to a partnership. What I really feel like this moon is saying is like, just don't restrict your ability to have fun. Don't make things difficult on yourself. Make things easy on yourself. Let yourself have fun. Let yourself laugh. If you take things too seriously, I think you're going to miss the beauty of what's happening here for you. You're going to miss the miracles. And that really is the message that's coming through. Ease your way through this time. Don't try harder. Go with the flow, for sure. And remember that because this moon is transiting your 7th house of relationships, it is affecting your relationships. The Partnership card did come out. Be in your power, like hold your own, believe in the miracles that are coming, dream, dream big, have big dreams, but also don't take things so seriously that you end up restricting yourself. And make sure that you watch the astrology video so you get a little more information about what it means when this moon is transiting your 7th house. And good luck, and I will see you next time. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I am going to show you around just a little bit to see where I'm at. But I hope to see you guys next week for the weekly video. And I'll see you guys for the new moon astrology as well as the new moon ceremony this week. You guys are in my heart. I've literally been out here. We're in Washington right now because we're getting away from the fires. So I guess a little update on that. We're staying in this like really cute little cabin. But there's some kind of crazy energies right now. I'm not going to deny that, but I definitely want you guys to know that I'm thinking about you, and thank you guys for your prayers and all those amazing things that you've been sending out. And this is where I am, and I am safe, and I am happy, and I am filming for you guys. So I will see you guys soon, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your week. Sat Nam.